In this example of using Excel's SUMIF function, we're going to use it to add up cells in the numeric range that are simply greater than or equal to numbers. So this is the SUMIF function at its lowest level. Clicking where you want the answer is always the way to start any function. Clicking the FX button or Shift and F3 on the keyboard will bring up the Insert Function dialog box. If you've recently used the SUMIF formula, you'll find it in your most recently used category. If not, switch to the All category, click any function, hit the letter S on the keyboard, and a short scroll down will find the SUMIF function. In this example, the range that I want to evaluate are a set of numbers. So I simply select. Because I'm going to copy this formula down, I'll press function 4 on the keyboard. This inserts $signs into my formula to create an absolute range or a locked reference for when I copy it. My criteria in this case is a cell that contains what I'm looking for. So I've got a cell here with greater than or equal to 75. This does not get $signs because when I copy it down, I'll need it to relatively update to E5 and E6 in turn. I don't need a sum range in this example because the numbers that I'm evaluating are the actual numbers to add up. So I don't use a sum range in this example. Clicking on the OK button, I get the answer of any of the cells here that are greater than or equal to 75, the total of which is 249. Copy the formula down, and I find that the sum of the cells greater than or equal to 50, 766. I also find that the sum of the cells greater than or equal to 20 is 904. Now, what it's actually doing there is it's not identifying those cells between 50 and 75 or between 20 and 50. It's just saying that there's 904 altogether greater than 20. So if I click here and do my auto sum, which is Alt and equals on the keyboard, I'll find my grand total is 904. So all my cells were greater than or equal to 20, but only 766 of that was greater than or equal 50, and only 249 of that was greater or equal to 75. If I wanted to work out between two values, I've got to use a SUMIFs formula, SUMIFs plural. That will only work in the 2007 or 2010 version, or possibly the newer versions as well will hopefully have the SUMIFs function. I'll do a separate example of that in my next example. And that's how to use the SUMIF formula using numbers as the evaluation range for criteria.